Hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome back. Take a breath for a moment and settle into this energy. If you're new here, you're exactly where you're meant to be. And before we go any deeper, if these messages resonate with you, supporting the channel with a like, a comment, or a subscription truly helps keep these readings flowing and reaching the people who need them most. Virgo, the energy coming through right now is intense, emotional, and very real. The first card that comes forward is the Mirror of Souls. And this immediately tells me that the connection between you and this person is not imagined, not one sided, and not an illusion created by wishful thinking. This is mutual. This is reflected energy. What you feel, they feel too, even if they don't show it or say it out loud. There is a deep recognition here, like two souls looking at each other and realizing they've met before, not necessarily in this lifetime, but across time, lessons, and karmic cycles. Right after that, the Veil of Illusion card appears, and this is important. Virgo, there have been misunderstandings, silence, mixed signals, or even outside interference that made you question what was real. You may have felt confused, second guessing yourself, wondering if you imagined the depth of this bond. But the cards are very clear. The confusion did not come from the connection itself. It came from fear, avoidance, and unhealed wounds, mostly on their side. The Heartbound Contract card shows up next, and this speaks of a soul agreement. This is not casual love. This is not something that fades easily. There is unfinished business between you. This person feels tied to you emotionally, energetically, and spiritually, even when they try to move on, distract themselves, or pretend they're fine. Your energy pulls them back. They replay moments with you in their mind, conversations, eye contact, things left unsaid. Now, the Silence Breaker card comes through, and Virgo, this is where things start shifting. This person has been holding back for a long time. They've been watching, thinking, hesitating, but the pressure is building. They're realizing that avoiding you doesn't make the feelings disappear, it only makes them louder. Expect a moment where they can't keep it in anymore. Messages, calls, or a sudden emotional confession may come when you least expect it. The Love is Real card sits right at the center of this spread, and this is your confirmation. What you shared was genuine. The affection, the chemistry, the emotional pull, the way you felt seen or understood with them, none of that was fake. Even if the situation was messy, even if timing was wrong, even if fear ruined things, the love itself was real. Then comes the Shadow Self card, and this explains why things felt so confusing. This person is battling their own insecurities, past heartbreaks, and self-doubt. They are afraid of vulnerability, afraid of losing control, afraid of repeating old mistakes. And instead of facing those fears, they projected confusion into the connection. This made you feel unsure, even though your intuition kept telling you something deeper was happening. The Divine Truth card cuts through all of that. Virgo, your intuition was right. You were not crazy. You were not overthinking. You were sensing the truth beneath the surface. The universe is validating that now. I also see the Choice of Alignment card, and this is about you. You are reaching a point where you decide whether you continue waiting in uncertainty or whether you stand firmly in your worth. And here's the powerful part. The moment you stop doubting yourself, the illusion collapses. The truth becomes unavoidable for both of you. The Magnetic Pull card appears again, showing that separation only intensified the bond. Distance did not weaken this connection, it activated it. Dreams, signs, synchronicities, and random reminders have been showing up for both of you. This is not coincidence. Virgo, there is real love here, but there is also a lesson about clarity, self-respect, and discernment. Love doesn't mean accepting confusion forever. Love doesn't mean shrinking yourself. And the universe is guiding you to see clearly now, without fantasy, without fear, without illusion. Virgo, the final cards come down heavy and undeniable. The Revelation card appears, and this is the moment where masks fall. This person can no longer hide behind confusion, distance, or silence. Something triggers them. It could be the fear of losing you for good, seeing you move on, or realizing that someone else could step into your place. Whatever it is, it hits them hard. And when it does, they finally understand that the love between you was not an illusion, it was a missed opportunity they may not get again. The regret and realization card follows immediately. This person is replaying everything now. The moments they pulled away, the times they chose pride over honesty, the messages they never sent. They are painfully aware that you showed up with sincerity while they hesitated. This realization doesn't come gently, it comes like a shock to their system. Sleepless nights, sudden waves of emotion, a deep fear that they waited too long. Then the truth spoken card lands. And Virgo, this is where the energy changes completely. Words that were once swallowed finally come out. Not small talk, not breadcrumbs, real emotion, raw honesty. This is the kind of message or conversation that feels intense, emotional, maybe even overwhelming. They may admit things you never expected them to say out loud, feelings they denied, love they tried to control, fear that ruled their decisions. But listen closely, Virgo. The final card is the choice of power, and this one is for you. You are no longer waiting in the dark. You are no longer confused. You see the truth now. The love was real, but so were the illusions. And the universe is placing the power back in your hands. This connection can move forward only if it aligns with your worth, your boundaries, and your emotional safety. What makes this ending shocking is this. The moment they finally come forward with truth is the exact moment you realize you no longer need it to feel complete. Not because you stopped caring, but because you grew stronger, clearer, more grounded. And that's the twist they never saw coming. Because now, Virgo, whatever happens next, whether you choose to open the door or walk away, happens on your terms. And the energy is still moving, still unfolding, still revealing more than anyone expected.